Hi guys and welcome back. I want to start a series of videos where we are going through the major ecosystem. And most of all today I want to start with the Algorand ecosystem, DeFi ecosystem, for the simple reason that it is growing. Finally we are seeing something on Algorand, and it is one of the few ecosystems that is growing a lot, and there is a specific reason. I want to explain to you which is this reason, what we can expect into the next future, and also how the price of Algo, it is the token of Algorand, can move in the next couple of weeks and months. So stay tuned, because if you like Algorand, and it is a pretty good technology to be fair, this video could be quite useful. Guys, let me say in advance that this channel is just for educational content and nothing has to be intended as financial advice. If you want to invest in anything, that's great, but always your own research before. And guys, don't forget to check all our links into the description below, where you can find our weekly newsletter, Twitter account with much more analysis. And also don't forget to leave us a big thumbs up and drop a comment. This is just a small action for you, but really means a lot to us. So if you would do that, I would be really grateful. Okay guys, let's start with Algorand. The reason why I want to talk about Algorand is because, as you can see, just going on defiLlama, Algorand right now is into the 14th position here with around 260 million of total value locked. But what is impressive is that while, as you can see, most of the blockchains are in red, so it means that they are losing traction. Even Solana is really bad right now. It's losing 30% of the total value locked just in the last week. But while all of them are suffering, there is one that is really pumping. And I'm talking obviously about Algorand, that in the last week has gone up by 47%, and during the last month at 23% up. If you try to dig into, you will see that most of the liquidity is just into a single protocol. This protocol is, as you can see, Algofi. I will just give you a look. I will just show you how it is, how it works in Algofi. The peculiarity of this protocol is that it is really a Defi Hub, so a general purpose protocol that is offering you all the main features that are typical of the DeFi space. So it is offering you a DEX to swap tokens through this interface, quite typical. And on the other side, it is also a money market. Personally speaking, I'm not a fan of the protocols that are doing everything, even if on the other side, I know that it's much more easier to have just a point of reference into an ecosystem instead of having to use a specific protocol just to swap tokens, another protocol just to have a leverage, another one to borrow money or to supply money, and so on. In this case, you have all of that just through a single protocol. To be fair, in the moment when you are checking the supply APR, these are the different assets that are supported by this protocol. All you have to do is just click on one of them and supply them if you want to earn this supply APR. As you can see, the supply APR is composed by two different APRs. The first one, that is the one that you are seeing in white, this is the APY that is coming from the borrowing feature, so the usage of the assets that you are depositing. On the other side, the one that you are seeing in yellow or in blue, this is just a bonus APR that is coming from rewards that are distributed to the people that are using that pool. Anyway, even if this protocol Algofi is growing greatly, and that's for sure a great reason, on the other side we are having Fox Finance, that is another money market. The main reason why the Algo ecosystem is growing is another one. And it is connecting to what will happen at the end of this year, and I'm obviously talking about the World Championship of Football. As you can see from this announcement by the maximum institution when it comes to football, Algorand has been partnering with them. So as you can see here, this is the FIFA Plus Collect. That is a tool, or better, that is a platform that is giving you the opportunity to collect moments when it comes to football and the World Championship. It's close to what we have seen already on other solution. One of them is from the NBA. The NBA has been launching several, at least 1 year, 2 years ago, a platform that is allowing you to collect NFTs that are representing moment. And this platform is also supported by the same team that is developing the Flow blockchain. That is another story that we will probably talk into another video. Today I want to just focus on the FIFA Plus Collect and the Algorand ecosystem, because as you can see from this chart, starting from the 22 of September, this platform has been released and people have been started to have the opportunity to buy moments. As you can see also from here, 160 and 60k of packages has been sold, and with around 500,000 of different moments, with a spike that was of the 8th of October. So what we can expect, so it means that this is a new beginning for the Algorand ecosystem. It means that we are in front of a new ecosystem that is ready to explode, as you can also see from these metrics, because it is undeniable that with the launch of the FIFA Plus Collect, there is a new wave of attention for the Algorand ecosystem. This is something that you can easily understand also from this chart. While the whole market is going down, the Algorand DeFi ecosystem is pumping. Unfortunately, the reality is slightly different, and I will show you it exactly from the price section of the token, plus also from these metrics that are coming from Token Terminal. Before going through that, I want to stop for a second talking about Algorand, and if in a moment when we are talking about this ecosystem, we are talking about something that for real is bringing some kind of innovation, and if it deserves this great attention that is receiving right now. From the point of view of the tech, we have to be honest and we have to say that yes, Algorand is bringing a fresh new air into the space. I'm not completely agreeing with this kind of narrative that you can find into this image, even if it's giving you a quite decent summary of the tech. The tech is pretty good, it's using a poor system of a proof of stake. If you are seeing here on ETH why they are saying that there is a delegated proof of stake, the main difference is because on Algorand almost anyone can become a validator, so can open its own node. When it comes to Ethereum, it is much more difficult to open, and also it requires much more capability in terms of hardware and also in terms of the amount of ETH that is necessary. That's also the reason why most of the nodes are run by Lido Finance and other solutions like Coinbase that are collecting ETH from the market, and they are using them in order to run these validators. Here you can find also all the other metrics like the time of finality, like the amount of transactions that can be run per second by each blockchain. Obviously, in this case, we are having a comparison just among Algorand, ETH, Solana, and Cardano. And to be fair, this kind of comparison should be extended to the whole market, because we are having also other blockchains that are trying to solve and are trying to offer a comparable amount of tech that is pretty good. The main reason why I want to stop for a second to this table is because I want to show you that even if from a tech point of view Algorand is offering you something that is great, the reality is that it's not enough. Because what makes the difference at the end of the story is not really just the technology, but is much more being able to attract a large user base. Because remember, it is completely useless to have a great tech if nobody is using it. And unfortunately, having a great tech, it is something that is enabling you, obviously, to attract people, to make the promise, guys, in the moment when you will be using our tech, you will have a great tech behind. Unfortunately, as a user, in the moment when I'm using anything, I don't care, I don't give a shit about the tech that is behind. Sorry for the word, sorry. if I'm so straight, but I want to really highlight that in the moment when you are evaluating a blockchain, the tech is something that should be good, but most importantly, it is important to see how they are marketing, because it will be the marketing that will make the difference. At the end of the story, when you are buying anything, when you are buying a phone that could be an iPhone or whatever, you are not just checking the specific hardware. You don't care about which hardware they are using. What you care is the experience. So how you will be able to use the platform. So you will be much more evaluating Algorand for example, the experience that you would have on Algofi instead from just this table. And that's something that is really important, because to onboard people, it is necessary to have devs that are developing great applications. If they don't have great applications, this is completely useless. And that's another problem from Algorand at this point. Unfortunately, they are slowing down the kind of rewards to sustain the grants that are offering to the projects they want to develop on Algorand. Right now, the big bet that they are doing is that, guys, at the end of this year, we will have this big event that is the World Championship when it comes to football. And through this platform, we hope to attract new users. And from the marketing point of view, yes, that's true. That's great. Unfortunately, they have been also quite unlucky because, to be fair, if they were launching the same platform, the same kind of agreement, if it was coming during a bull run, the kind of attention that they have been able to attract, it would be able for sure to trigger a big pump, a pump that maybe could have been also been able to bring new all-time high. Unfortunately, right now, this market condition is not triggering any kind of big pump. As you can see, right now we are again to the low, to the bottom. We are still into this area that is not so good. As you can see, this big green candle is the candle that has been brought by the launch of the platform, because in the moment when they have been launching that, this is the week before, the week of the 19th of September, and in that moment we had this big pump that, as you can see, this is also the same that you can notice from this. At the beginning here, that is the beginning of this chart, that is just the 22, more exactly this one, this big spike here, it is the same spike that you can also notice into the price. Unfortunately, after that, the price has been correcting again. It is mainly because from one side, in a bear market, nobody cares about anything, and the kind of hype that you can generate, it will last, unfortunately, quite for a short amount of time. On the other side, if we have to be honest, and that's something that I have been noticing just analyzing Algorand from the point of view of the transactions and money generated by the platform. As you can see here, in the last year, the amount of fees collected and the revenues generated by Algorand has been going down, and even now that we had this, let's say, this new big announcement, the reality is that we didn't have any kind of real spike into the revenues of Algorand. And that's pretty normal, that if we don't have a spike into revenues, it means that no more users are using Algorand. Even if right now we are seeing this kind of increasing amount of TVL into the Algorand DeFi ecosystem, it means that it's brought by just a few amount of users, that the reality is that at the moment we don't have a spike in traction. Because, for example, if you check other metrics like the Algo trading volume, as you can see, it is still down. Yes, we had this spike in just a day of this here this week. It is the equivalent that you are seeing here, but the average trading volume is still really low. But you can take any kind of metric and you will still noticing the same. For example, this is that you are seeing in purple. This is the ratio between the fees generated and the fully diluted valuation. As you can see, it is spiking. Why? Because at the end of the story, the evaluation, so the price, should go down much farther, much more than how it is going. It is dumping right now compared to the real usage of the blockchain. All of this to say, guys, we are in front for sure of a great technology, a really good technology. It is true that right now more protocols are coming, like Algofi, Fox Finance, that are attracting more funds. The same is happening on other dexes like Pact, Tinyman, and so on. And yes, it is absolutely true that this platform can attract and can bring more attention to the market and to Algorand. Unfortunately, pay attention that this is not granted that it will be enough to bring the price again higher. Always check here into the token terminal, but you can use also any other platform that is giving you the same kind of analytics. Check how the trend is going. Until the trend is going down, unfortunately, there is not so much hope to see a big pump into the price of Algorand. So in any case, I would keep following FIFA plus Collect because, as I said also in other videos, I truly believe that the World Cup of football that will happen at the end of the year can bring more attention to the crypto space, because we will have all the main sponsors, all the main players of the industry that will try to gain attention during that event, and that's possible that more people will start onboarding during that time, and who knows, maybe even Algorand will be able to get more attention. Unfortunately, if we were into a bull run, the kind of effect that this event will be able to trigger, it would have been much higher. Unfortunately, we don't have the power to change the current situation, and we have to accept it. And don't worry, guys, because it will come a moment when the market will start spiking in a massive way again. We have just to be patient, and that time will come sooner or later. Guys, let me know what you think about Algorand. Let me know what is your favorite protocol when it comes to Algorand and which one you are using. Let me know it in the comment section below. And don't forget to leave us a big thumbs up and drop a comment, and I will see you soon with another video. Bye, guys.